I have the question of the day. Well, it was actually the question of the day yesterday, but I'm doing it a little bit late. I couldn't find the time to do a little reaction stream to Saturday's game until now. So, but the question of the day was, did you panic when Leicester equalised? And yes, I did. Yes, I did. I mean, I know we was 2-0 up in the first half. We should have actually won that game 5-0 at least. I mean, we was fantastic in that first half. I thought we played pretty well in the second half as well. It wasn't terrible performance, but Leicester getting them 2 goals back. The second one being an absolute weldy. What a goal that second goal was. It come from the fullback. I mean, it was Roberto Carlos-esque in my opinion. I think that's going to be one of the goals of the season. And I know the season's only had 6 games played in it, but for me, that's already going to be up there with one of the best goals of the season. It's got to be one of the best goals I've ever seen. Volley, brilliant, brilliant goal, absolutely fantastic. And from that moment on, I was thinking, we're gonna fuck this up. Their tails are up. They're gonna get a winner. We're fucked. But you know what? If Man City couldn't get a goal against us, to win the game after they got their equaliser, I know it was late on. If Man City can't do it. How did Leicester do it? How did they do it? And when you think back and you think, you know, Arsenal Evolve would have wound up losing that game, but we didn't. We dug in, I know, but we dug in a different way. Instead of digging in and sitting back and trying to defend the lead, which we ultimately, we did concede the equaliser. It was too late for them to get a winner. But what I'm saying is there was enough time left for Leicester to have a go at us and try and get the winner for themselves, and they didn't get it because I don't know, we're different. Arsenal Evolved would have lost that game, 100%, 100%, because once our heads go, they was gone. But this team we've got now, it's the mentality, what's the word? It's mentality is the word, I think. It is the mentality. And then we go and get 2 goals in injury time to win it 4-2. But was I panicking? That was the question of the day. Did I panic when Leicester equalised? I absolutely shit myself. I thought we was going to be bang in trouble. We're going to be embarrassed at home, like we was against Aston Villa last season. Embarrassed at home, like we was against West Ham, like Fulham. Games like that. These are games that we should have won last season. That ultimately cost us the title, but these games early on in the season. Hello, James. How you doing, sir? I mean, I'm just saying about how I panicked when Leicester did get their equaliser, and I thought we was going to lose that game. But the mentality of us nowadays we're a different animal compared to what we was even last season. Even even last season when we lost against Villa, we had them terrible performances against West Ham and Fulham. It just. I was just expecting us to lose the game, and then we turn it on, we turn the screw, we make it 3-2, then make it 4-2. Brilliant, brilliant from Arsenal. Mentality monsters now. No panic. Felt like it was coming. Yeah, we didn't stop trying. We didn't stop pushing. But normally it's the shoes on the other foot, innit? And they come at us. Name a football club for an edit. Name a football club for an edit. Name a football club for an edit. What are you talking about? Arsenal. There you go, Sophia. Arsenal. Name a football club for an edit. I don't know what you're talking about. What you mean by an edit. But Arsenal is the team I'm talking about. Arsenal's my team. This is an Arsenal channel. Sophia. Thank you. All right, you're welcome. Yeah, but James, I swear to God, I really thought, because you're so used to it. You're used to losing these games. You're used to, in the past, them games, we would have definitely lost that game. Oh, excuse me. We would have definitely lost that game. I will take you. Oh, okay. Thank you, Sophia. But, we didn't give up and we carried on playing and trying to get the goal, trying to get to make it 3-2, trying to get that goal again. And we didn't only get the one goal, we got two. We got two. I know the Havertz goal right at the end. It could have been ruled off for offside. There was a little bit of a panic about that goal, but eventually it got awarded. Ha ha ha! It's only October. I know it's only October, but you got to understand, Man City are so good, James. They're so good. They're not going to fuck up much, and we have to be with them all the way. We have to keep up with them, and it's not even October yet. To be fair, it's October tomorrow. It's October tomorrow. It ain't season over like for Panland Pep. Panland Pep, I love it. Panland Pep. Do you think he's going to get sacked? I think he's banging trouble. They're shit, Man United. They are terrible. Tottenham absolutely slaughtered them. They slaughtered them. They should have won 5 or 6-0. Blimey. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I couldn't believe, but they didn't play against the strengths. They didn't play. Sorry, it's gone a bit dark. They didn't play to. Man United didn't play to Tottenham's weaknesses, I should say. The high line. They carried on, and they just. I don't know what it is. Rashford looked poor. Garnacho, Fernandez getting sent off. Excuse me. Fernandez getting sent off. He ain't the same player. What's happened to him? He's lost the dressing room. Ten Hag, Panland, Pep. He's lost that dressing room, mate. He has, definitely, 100%. Got to be shit to make Spuds look good, exactly. But they're not any good. So I don't think Spurs are a good team. They're not great, are they? They're very susceptible for a counter attack with that high line, and you've only got to play through the press. You've only got to play through it, and if you're good enough, you'll get 4 or 5 goals against them, and that's all they can do. They can't Egghead Pep, dig dog. Egghead Pep is called him. Panland Pep was the best one I've ever heard. Panland Pep. That was absolutely fantastic. I mean, I've nicked that a couple of times, James. I've nicked that a couple of times, man. Yeah, but they're shit. The Man United, I've never seen him so poor. I can't remember him being so poor. Seriously. Ferguson must be thinking to himself, what the fuck has happened here? What the hell? I left a team and a legacy that was second to none at the time we left. David Moyes come in, and how many managers have had since? They've had about 7 or 8 managers since Ferguson left. It's unbelievable. Louis van Gaal, Solskjaer, I can't name them all. I can't remember them all. But there's been loads. Ralph Rangnick in it. Rangnick is it? They've had loads of managers. I think they've had more managers than Chelsea since Ferguson left, and that is saying something, because Chelsea fired. They pulled the trigger quick. But they're hanging on to him. The FA Cup win last season saved his job, I believe. I think if they never won that FA Cup against Man City, I believe he would have been sacked. But he won the FA Cup, so they couldn't just sack him. I don't think he's going to be there at Christmas. I reckon by Christmas he'll be gone. Absolutely. James Lau, we stood for 52 minutes against City, and they lasted 3 minutes in the second half. Yeah, we absolutely... That game against City, James, it was... I went on a rant about it, because when people telling us it's anti-football, it's this, it's that, we played for a draw. We didn't play for a draw, we was protecting our lead. And I think we was fantastic. AFC always, big up, sir. AFC always in the chat. That Arsenal win was Grecia, then did his bathroom cupboard. You're talking about the Leicester, against Leicester, yeah. Well, listen, we're now called mentality monsters. Mentality monsters. It was a wonder goal, the equaliser from his name's James Justin, the fullback. The equaliser was absolutely unbelievable. Did he mean it? I think he meant it. I think he meant it. He took it on the volley. Oh my God, it was brilliant. That's going to be one of the goals of the season. Without a shadow of a doubt, it's going to be in the top five. It's going to be in the top five, and we're only in October. Well, we're not. We're in October tomorrow. It's the 30th of September today, isn't it? So we're only like 2 months in, and I swear to God, that is going to be one of the goals of the season. Kevin Benson, you must have been crapping yourself versus the Foxes into absolutely shitting it. My arsehole was making fucking buttons, bruv. I'm telling you, I was panicking, but it was coming. I could see it coming, but I didn't. I wasn't. I didn't believe that we was going to get it. If you understand what I mean, I didn't think it was going to happen for us, and I think the tide is turning, man. The tide is turning, and we're gonna do it, man. I'm starting to get, as every week goes past, I'm filling up with confidence. Why didn't Havertz close down for the free kick for the Leicester equaliser? Yeah, you could argue that, but what a goal though, AFC always. What a goal. 3-0 last night. Yeah, Spurs beat Man United 3-0. You got to take your hat off, really, at Old Trafford and all. And, Spurs ain't the team I like the most by a country mile. Spurs, I don't really say good things about Spurs, but you've got to give them their flowers when they deserve it. Do you know what I mean? You've got to. You've got to. At Old Trafford, beating them in their own backyard 3-0. It was a feat, mate. And they absolutely should have got even more goals. The way they played, they should have absolutely got even more goals. And, I'm giving them their flowers as well. And coming from an Arsenal fan, that's Southampton. I think they're losing 2-0. AFC always. I think Bournemouth are winning 2-0. I'm not 100% on that. I see something flash up on my phone before I went live. I'm doing this on my phone. I know they was winning 1-0, Bournemouth. But I see something flash up and I sort of clocked it a little bit. And I'm not sure. Smash the likes up for me. I've got 11 people watching, only 4 likes. If you like the content, smash the likes up. Helps the channel. Thank you very much if you've already liked. Appreciate that. It means a lot. Yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry. They are losing, yeah. They was definitely losing when I come live. But I did see something flash up, so I think they're losing 2-0 now. PSG tomorrow. We're at home. It'll be a good game. PSG ain't the same side that they have been over the last few years. Do I think we can beat PSG? Do I think we can beat PSG at Highbury? Not if we switch off like we did against Leicester early in that second half. But if we play like we did in the first half, I believe we can beat them. I believe we can beat PSG. I really do. And I'm glad we got... I knew we was going to play... Obviously, get one of the big teams in the draw. I was dreading Bayern Munich. I was dreading Real Madrid. I mean, PSG, I'll take that. I would have took Barcelona or PSG all day long at them top 4. I would have 100%. I didn't want Bayern Munich because they always seem to get the better of us, Bayern Munich, don't they? Real Madrid are a fucking fantastic team, different animal. PSG did. They're not the same team as they was. Martinelli must be peed off with Arteta. Goal and assist and gets hooked off. Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. It might be. It might be, but we're a team, aren't we? We're a squad. So you've got to, you've got to accept it if you're going to get hooked, if you're going to get, it's a tactical switch. You've got to you got to suffer that. And listen, he should have been dropped, really, before the Man City game, in my opinion, although he played well in that game. Previous games to that, in fact, all season, he hasn't really played well, was he, Martinelli? Let's have it right. I was surprised to see him start against Man City. So You've got to take the rough with the smooth, in my opinion. If you either good, you either, you know, he probably couldn't believe the amount of times he was being picked. He looked like he looked like his soul was destroyed. He looked like, you know, he didn't have any confidence, but he kept the faith. Arteta kept the faith in him, and he. So if he wants to change tactics, and you do finally get subbed off, you finally use a different player in your position, mate. You got to take the rough with the smooth. So he might have been a little bit peed off, but he's got to accept it, mate. If you don't accept it, if he starts throwing his toys out the pram about it, then, you know, he's got to take a good hard look at himself, because he's 3-0. It's just flashed up on my phone now. 3-0 Bournemouth. Oh, is it 3-0 Southampton? It didn't flash up properly. It just said, oh, I don't know. It just said 3-0, so I'm not sure who's winning or who's losing, to be fair. I think it's 3-0 Bournemouth. Yeah, the player. See, I got to put my glasses on. The player just flashed up as well on my phone on Sofa Scores, and it just flashed up. I couldn't read it properly. Simagno, was it Simagno? Oh, excuse me, I'm a little bit under the weather, so just bear with me. This is why I haven't been able to do anything. I've been a little bit under the weather for the last few days. I've had a bit of a runny nose for a couple of weeks, and now I'm starting to get chesty, so excuse me. I won't be doing this, I won't be going on for too long. But I just wanted to have a look, see what people thought about the game against Leicester. What do they think about the game tomorrow against PSG? I fancy a win for Arsenal, and I'm going to say 3-1 Arsenal. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're still in the comments, if you're still there, put your score predictions against PSG. AFC always, Kevin, Dig Dog, James. If you're all still in the chat, let me know what your score predictions are just before I sign off. But thanks anyway. Thanks for everybody that's liked the content, man. I really appreciate that. 2-1 Arsenal, AFC always. I fancy 3-1. I think we're going to get a few goals in this one. I do. I think that PSG are going to try and come at us, and we're just going to counter them. We're going to counter them, and we're going to show them who we are. Oh, blimey. Yeah, as you can see, I'm a little bit under the weather. My chest, a bit of a cough, bunged up, runny nose. Getting a bit sick, man. Getting a bit sick, but I'm still trying to put the content out there. I lost a couple of subscribers as well. Maybe it's because I ain't been on for a couple of days. That might be the reason. There's no podcast tomorrow. No, there's no Loose Cannon podcast tomorrow because of the actual PSG game. But there is the podcast on, thank you, sir. Thank you, AFC. There is a podcast on Thursday. Changed the name. It was Thursday night Q&A on FDA. I've changed the name of the podcast again, so hopefully I might get a bit more interest. It's called The Final Score. So let's going to do the roundup of all the scores of the football, all our score predictions if you've done them, and our score predictions from last week and our score predictions for Saturday or the weekend. So we're going to be doing that on Thursdays now. It's called The Final Score podcast. So tune in for that on Thursday, 7:30. No Loose Cannon podcast on tomorrow, obviously, because of the game. But I will be seeing you on Thursday. Hopefully I'll be a bit better then as well. So listen, thanks for everybody in the chat. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for people tuning in. I really appreciate it, man. And hopefully this channel will continue to grow. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I've got 749. I'm getting there. I need another 250. And, you know, soon enough, I will be there. So thanks anyway. And I'll speak to you on Thursday. Cheerio.